Hello everyone, Happy New Year, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you all enjoyed your holidays, New Year's, all of that. Today I'm going to be doing kind of my updated foundation routine and then also just kind of chatting about life this past year and what's to come. So let's get into the video. Okay, so I've been doing kind of lighter makeup in general because it's winter, and in the winter my skin is very dry, so if I put too much on, it just ends up looking really cakey. So I try to do the less makeup the better. I have already washed my face with like an acne cleanser, and then I use hyaluronic acid serum, and then I also just put on a good moisturizer. We were just in Alaska recently and it was very cold, which my skin does not like because it dries it out. However, I didn't wear makeup the whole time and my skin was actually really good. Like almost all my acne cleared up, which is fantastic. And then I got home and I started like breaking out again, and also I have like I think some eczema here because as I said I have very dry skin. So I didn't love that. It's also probably like the lack of sleep with traveling and all of that, so hopefully my skin can recover a little bit. But that is also another reason why I don't want to do super heavy makeup. Even though it's winter and we get very little sun, I always start with a sunscreen. I've talked about this before. This is the Elbow Botanicals sunscreen, the Hawaiian one, which is like my favorite one for like the scent. It's also very moisturizing, which as I mentioned is good for me. Then I'm still gonna go in with a primer. Right now I'm using the NYX Marshmallow Primer, which I do really like. That's the texture of it. And it goes on really nicely. I would say it's similar. I've used the Ordinary one before, and that one does work pretty well, but I'd say this one's fairly similar. So this year has been pretty busy, pretty crazy. It was my final year of graduate school, so that was busy, and I had my practicum and all of that, just so many changes. Last week was my official last week of school, so got everything turned in. I think everything's good. I think I should be graduating, but honestly with Pepperdine, I don't know. If you're curious what I mean by that, watch my Pepperdine videos. Then I'm going to go in with my foundation. So I've been mixing these two foundations. I use the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation, and this is NW22. This one I use for good coverage. Then I also use the CoverGirl True Blend Hydrating Foundation. I'm trying to see what right on the front. It's L6 Buff Beige. So this one's a little bit darker, but I obviously use this one for like the hydration purposes, and then I feel like it does create like a nice base layer. And when I mix these two, it's like closer to the color that I want my skin to be, or how I want it to look. And I'm just gonna use my damp beauty blender, kind of pat those to somewhat mix them. So right after my last day of class, which I consider my graduation because we don't really have a graduation ceremony. I mean, we have one in April, but I probably will not go because it also costs money to go to it, and I don't know, I just feel like by then I won't really care that much. I was in undergrad when COVID hit, so I didn't really get an undergrad graduation either, which kind of sucked, but at the same time I didn't really miss it because I don't really want to sit through listening to thousands of people have their name called. It's just not really at the top of my list. So instead of going to graduation, Damon and I took a trip to Alaska, which was super fun. I did vlog it, so the vlog will come out probably in a few weeks. Blend down my neck. Then I'm using the Rare Beauty Concealer, and this is very light. It's in 100W. So we're gonna put some of this under my eyes. And then I'm just going to put it on any like blemishes that need a little bit more coverage, which is pretty much just this entire side of my face. I don't know if anyone else has this problem with their skin, but it's very infrequently that both sides of my face will break out. It's always just one side. And I read things online that talk about like, oh, if it's just on one side of your face, it's your pillowcase or it's your phone. But I don't think that's it for me, because I've tried swapping out pillowcases. I never even put my phone up to my face. I am always on speaker or use my AirPods, so I don't know. I think my skin just likes to torture me. Granted, I don't know what would be better if it's just one side. Actually, the one side thing might work out in my favor, because for pictures, I always will just turn to whatever side looks better. Blend this out with my beauty blender as well. Anyway, yeah, Alaska was very fun, and we got back very late on Tuesday night. And you'd be surprised, like I still had so much to do as far as figuring out graduation, figuring out potential job paperwork and all of that. And also Christmas is in a few days, so we had to like wrap all our presents and pack up. It's always like a whole ordeal for Christmas because we're gone for the whole week, and it's just a lot of stuff you have to bring, because clothes, all the winter stuff, like snow pants and hats and gloves and all of that, and then all of our presents. So yeah, it's been a busy few days, and we already have to leave tomorrow, so very hectic. And the very last thing I do is just using the Coty Airspun powder. Put this under my eyes, and again on any blemishes that need a little bit extra coverage there. I really try not to go heavy on the powder in the winter though, because as I said, it will just dry out my face. So I use the beauty blender to blend the powder on the blemishes, but I try to leave the stuff under my eyes. I'm going to film a video talking more about graduation and job stuff and what my future plans are, so I will talk about that in future videos. Clean up my lips and my eyebrows. I feel like it has been a while since I've done a chat video and updated about everything, and I know a lot of people find the Pepperdine or Shakeology videos helpful, so I will be making more of those as I get more information. Just going to brush the stuff under my eyes, brush the powder off, and that is it. That is the end of my foundation routine. As I said, it's fairly simple right now because I don't want to put a bunch of stuff on my face. But more videos about graduation, Pepperdine, more chatting videos, and the Alaska vlog are coming, so stay tuned for those. If you have any goals or New Year's resolutions for the future, I'd love to hear them and chat about that. So if you want to comment down below or even just like DM me on Instagram. But other than that, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see future videos, please hit that subscribe button below. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.